Hey, what's up? I'm Pascal from Orangepixel and welcome to another video. As I'm recording this video right now, I'm actually very late in the process. I usually do this a week in advance. It's been a chaotic and crazy week, so I also have no topic for this week's video. Of course, it has a thumbnail, it has a subject, so you probably right now, as I'm recording and I'm speaking to you right now, you know more about this video than I do. I have no idea what we're going to talk about. Intro. Yeah. Alright, so this is where I added in the intro. You just saw it. I just keep recording this. Last week we had the I call it the hell week of the neighborhood. I think I mentioned this last year as well. There's a carnival outside my window for a week long. A lot of people outside partying from 1 a.m. They start gathering and they start drinking, and then that lasts until officially 11 p.m. So they start at 1 p.m. 1 p.m. just after lunch. Then the party officially starts or stops at 11 p.m. at night. But people have been boozing up and partying for so long already. Parties on certain lots near neighborhood areas. Yes, I'm pointing that way because that's where they are. They continue to 2, 3, 4, 5 or even 6 in the morning. And then it starts again the next day at 1 p.m. Yeah, I have not done any work. And usually these videos, I just record them based on the work I do. But I haven't done any work. So there's nothing to talk about really. Maybe that's the thing I should be talking. It's great having a good, or it's very important having a good place to work at. See, we found a topic. We just found a topic. I'm not even moving the camera or doing shots. Sorry, I'm lazy today. It's important to have a right spot, or the good spot, a comfortable spot to be productive and creative. And this is my office in my own house. This is usually the best spot for it for me. I can just be myself here, have my own music, focus on my PC and not really have a lot of distraction normally, except for that one horror week or hell week. I wasn't feeling comfortable and I just couldn't get stuff done, and that's a big problem. And Aline, my wife, already said you could hire or rent a box so you can work from that box, and I guess I could do that, but that just sounds a bit silly to just hire it for 1 month to have that week and then move my computer and stuff into it and work from there. I'm not sure that's actually a solution. So that's maybe a good tip. If you want to be very productive and you want to be very creative, make your own spot or place yours. Make it yours. Have a good desk, have a good chair, and then I'm sitting on this. I want to replace this chair. If you have a good idea for a good chair, let me know in the comments below. I'm looking for something, and I don't want one that will really tilt me backwards all the way. I want to sit upright and I want to sit but still be comfortable. So if you know a good chair, I know usually the good chairs are like very expensive. Not sure I want to go that far, but I do need a better chair. And be comfortable in your workplace. That's really the key thing that I came to, or the conclusion I came last week. I didn't have my own comfort space. People running around, music, sounds, bells, whistles, drunk people partying all night, music all night, people singing with the music all night, and I'm slightly frustrated, in case you couldn't tell. But it's all calm now. We actually escaped the week just before the weekend because, well, then everybody's pretty much done working. So we knew those 2 nights, or the Friday or the Saturday night, would be terrible. We escaped to my dad's place. We had a very eventful weekend over there as well. Then just this morning we actually had to clean up a bunch of stuff next to our house because it's been one of those things. And of course you come back and you have a mailbox of things. I had emails like from Google saying that 9 of my apps were not meeting the requirements for the API, which is crazy and weird because a few months ago I updated all my apps. So I couldn't understand what was going on here. Yesterday I tried to actually fix Snakecore. It was the first on that list, and just try to upgrade it and update it, and ran into a bunch of error messages and problems, and nothing was working, and I had to update a bunch of stuff. So right now I'm not even sure if my new games are up and ready to go, if I can just start working once I'm done with the video. Probably not, because I think I messed up some versions on my computer. So that's going to be the next task that I don't want to do. I have to do it. This morning, however, I came to the conclusion that why were there only 9 apps on this list? I updated all my apps a few months ago. Why were some apps on the list and others not on the list? I finally figured it out. Google checks your release versions, and if they don't meet the requirement of the latest Android API, you get this message, and the game will be disabled from resale on August 31st. So that's like next week. These games will be vanishing because there is a version, and this is the key thing, there is a version of the game that's not up to date and using the latest API. It's a test version. These games all have a test version lingering somewhere, not the release version. Those are all updated last week, but we are now dealing with test versions. At some point I test my app before I release them, and that app is still floating around somewhere, but it's an old dated version. It's not used by anybody, and I can't delete them. That's the other problem. I can't delete them on the Google dashboard. That's a thing from Google. They don't really care about it, but I can't delete them. So I just Googled. Ironically, I used Google to find the answer. Somebody mentioned that you can actually upload a new test build is the easiest way. New test build, and then use the one you used for production. So the one that's actually available on Google Play. Use that one in the test build, which should sort it out. I'm doing that now for these 9 apps, or well 8, because one of them is long gone anyway. And I hope that actually fixes it, because I was not in the mood to handle all that stuff right now. So yeah, I'm pretty confident that is it, because all the other games, they're all using the latest version, so they all should be fine, and this as well. And then there's a mailbox. There was more. There was actually good news. There was I've been talking to publishers. Yes, I've been talking to a couple of publishers who jumped in my mailbox because of Gauntlet of Power, Heroes of Loot 3. Apparently that game is doing very well. Also with you guys as demo players, I've already noticed more feedback on that game than on Regulated City, which is a bit painful because Regulated City is my big project. Anyway, talking to publishers about Heroes of Loot, Gauntlet of Power, but I also mentioned Regulated City being my main project. So far most publishers are actually saying they don't mind looking at both games. So a lot of emails, some conference meetings here and there. That's what I've been doing last week in between stuff. The only thing I've been doing, a little conference meeting here and there. Who knows? I might end up with a publisher for both of my games, which would be interesting development. And I'm sure going to keep you updated on the channel. But that's one of the things I've been doing. And the rest of my emails are about the App Store, Apple, iOS. A lot of games will be removed from the App Store, also because they haven't been updated within a year or so. Not sure if I want to do that. I should. I did it last year. It's really becoming an annual thing to just boot up my old Mac, try to build these versions on the latest Xcode and other development tools, and then submit the version and hope it all passes. But the sales on iOS for older apps is just so low. I'm not sure if it's actually still interesting for me to do that. The downside of that would be that these games will no longer be available on iOS. But yeah, I'm not. Maybe if I'm in a better mood, maybe next week or the week after, I'll suddenly have all these games updated. I don't know, but right now I'm keeping those emails in my inbox, or maybe I'll be removing them. I'll know that that's something I have to do, but I don't want to be reminded every time I open my mailbox. So yeah, that's pretty much where I am at now. And like I said, I want to dive into my games right now, but I have no idea after yesterday's problems with Snakewar if my new games will actually build. So I'm fearing to open up my development tools, and but it has to be done. I want to create or do some work this week, and it's a fresh new week, and there's time to work on these things, and I have to make sure it's all up and running at least for next week so I can really do some work. So yeah, I think I'll be wrapping up the video here. Sorry, it's just been me rambling, but in my mind I was very close to just skipping this week uploading a video, but something in my brain tells me to not do that. Come on, make a video, upload something. You'll figure it out. Just start talking to the camera one-on-one, 1,000, all of you. Thanks for watching this video, and thanks for being here every week. Hopefully next week there will be something much better, but so far this week I haven't done a lot either, so I have no idea. I'm gonna try to come up with stuff that I can record in a couple of days for next week's video. Yeah, good luck on me. So thanks for watching. Like, subscribe or unsubscribe after this video, I don't know. Come hang on the disc and come check out the Discord. I'll see you next week. By the way, when I upload videos like this, there are some people saying you'll be okay, I'm comfortable. I'm okay. It's just one of those weeks, you know. It's just every now and then frustration is there and work isn't being done, but it will all sort itself out. So I'm doing okay. This video had to be made. All right, bye.